Now, I was having a batch class and I received a message from Ikram saying that I know that you are in the batch class, but I wanted to talk to you. Now, this is a normal thing. My student messaged me and they know that I'm doing in the batch 6 class. I said, okay, I'll reply him in a while. After 30 minutes, I saw a message and it was written. I'll show it what it was written. Can I show it, Ikram, if you allow?
Lord, yeah.
Yeah. So what was written here? You can see here. Okay. So this is the message. I know you will be busy. Let me know if you are free. I have been trying to share with you. Not sure if you received. And I was like, what? You see, 11:34, I checked it after 21 minutes. And then he shared this with me. Because I was in the batch class and it amazed me. You made my day. Here's the PMP number 301. You know that? 301. So Ikram, congratulations on becoming
Thank you.
certified PMP. Why don't you share your journey in your own way, starting from where you are right now and move it along? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. When I saw yesterday that you shared you had 300, I was like, oh man, I'm one day late because I mean, I knew that I was gonna pass. I would say 95% sure that I'm gonna pass the exam. But I was thinking yesterday, had it been yesterday, I would have been the Mr. 300. But hey, you know what? 301 is fine too. But overall, it's been a very, very good journey. And I would say from the day I started the program to today, the level of engagement, the level of, uh, I would say, engagement with you and your engagement with us was fantastic, and I appreciate and I thank you for all the support. And I think throughout the process, I didn't have not even a single doubt that I was going to pass the exam.
Okay. So that's great. Where did you give the exam?
So I basically gave the exam here in New York downtown, right? It's like right next to World Trade Center.
Okay. So when did you book the exam?
So I was planning on booking the exam not the previous week, the week before that, but I couldn't because of some family commitments. So I booked the exam, I believe, last, when was it? I believe last Thursday. Not
Okay.
even Thursday, maybe this Saturday.
Okay. And you said that much from me that I'm not gonna share that with you.
Well, because I knew that, my progress and the most important thing, like I said, right, the amount of knowledge that was shared within the lectures and stuff, especially, root cause investigation, all those coaching calls, the amount of knowledge that was shared with me, I had a great deal of confidence that I'm in good hands.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. Okay, let's talk about the one of the most important thing which I consider as a time management. How did you manage time in the exam?
So time management piece, I was a bit concerned. I have to be transparent because the total allocated time was 229 minutes. When I completed the first section, I had 139 minutes remaining. So I realized that I had taken more time than I should have. Then the second one, I really paced through. And when I completed the second one, I had 69 minutes remaining for the third one. And when I
69.
did the third one, that I knew in the back of my head that, the process marks that we did had allocated time of about 1 hour and 9 minutes. So I think I should be good. But, the exam, one of the things that I noticed, which was a little different, was the choices in the questions were very long. So those took a lot of time reading, like reading the whole scenario, That, but again, the best thing, and I would say the most important thing in the exam, and you have expressed it again and again, is the elimination technique. If you don't use elimination technique, if you don't read the last question for read last line first, it can be difficult if that's the case.
Mhm. That's the okay. So still the most important topic, uh, stakeholder communication, team and agile.
Yes. So me personally, the most amount of questions that I think I saw were conflict management, where it kept on saying over and over again, this is what happened with the team. What would the project manager do? So yeah, absolutely. Agile, stakeholder management, resource management was there.
So all those topics, stakeholder communication, team, agile, still remain the heart and soul of PMP, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, that is perfectly fine. Any formula question, critical path question?
There was one formula question that was about PERT evaluation, but I don't remember exactly. I mean, I don't know if I got it wrong or right or wrong, but there was that question.
Okay, that is great. That is really great. Okay, anything else that you would like to share? Few students of the batch 6, and I'm fascinated that after 7 hours of class they came back to listen to you, as because I didn't want to put it live, you said, so I put it on Zoom. So they came. Guys, if you have any question, feel free to raise your hand and you can ask directly to him. Okay, you solved 3 180 questions, no? 3 180 set, right?
Yes, I did.
You solved 3 180. Okay. So guys, just to put in the context, time management is still the most important topic. Ikram, since they will do the root cause analysis for the first time tomorrow, how important is the root cause analysis?
Yeah, so I must say, when you do root cause analysis, right, and I know you have said it to Amer, to us, that don't just focus on the wrong ones, right? And I'm going to explain why. The reason being, when you do the root cause analysis, let's say you do for the fundamentals first, right? Then you do for communication, stakeholder, age, and all those. When you do the root cause analysis, you'll see a lot of good information that will be given in the answers. You want to read that information. You want to add it to your notes, because those notes are going to help you when you do the final mock. And again, that information, is going to appear over and over again. So my suggestion again is that when you do root cause analysis, I know it will take time. It is tedious, but at the end of the day, it will pay off.
Okay. So root cause analysis is one of the most important things. What do you talk about the coaching call? How is it the coaching calls? How that helps there?
Absolutely. So I must say that, the exam content, obviously the way it comes, a lot of it is problem solving. Lots and lots of it's problem solving. And I can guarantee you that you're not going to see the same question, like same exact question that you see in the mocks, obviously, because the exam is different. How do you solve them is basically through the rationalization. And that rationalization is developed in the coaching calls, right? When you're in the coaching call, you hear all these different ways of solving question, and you build that, muscle memory in your brain that helps you solve the question when it comes to exam questions.
And one of the most important thing, which batch 6 does not know, even no matter how much I say, what about the follow-up system?
Yeah. Yeah, I must say that, in my personal opinion, I'm at least a month and a half delayed in when I took the exam. I should have taken a month and a half before. But again, every time he followed up, I was like, okay, you know what? I got to get back on it. So every time, there's a follow-up from Amer, take it positively, take it as something like, hey, you know what? I got to get back on track. And the only time you will receive a follow-up questions or emails or, messages from Amer when he noticed that you're falling behind. So stay on track, attend the coaching calls. And the most important to me was participation. And I think it's hard, it's easy, to just sit and listen back and relax. But I suggest whenever you're in a coaching call or in a whichever session you're in with Amer, answer his questions, reply to the question he asked in the chat, engage with him, and it will really help you.
Thank you very much, and loved it. Okay, guys, if you have any question, please feel free to ask him. He has already answered a lot of the things. Okay, says something about the exam center. Noshad is asking, Noshad, are you in US? But okay, how was the exam center?
It wasn't the most friendliest. Obviously, it's New York, so it's not the most friendliest of the people anyways. I live in New Jersey. I travel about 1 hour via train and bus to
Why
go
did you
there.
travel
So
from New Jersey to it's like it's a very far. Even if you have just told me this thing, I would have told you no, don't go there at least a day before. And traveling
no,
from
I love going to New York. I mean, New York is not too far from where I am. But the thing is that, and I think you have said that, I've heard you say multiple times in your calls, when it comes to booking the exam, you want to be proactive. You want to think ahead, right? Because the time of when you're going to find the appointment change. So, I mean, in New York City, and fortunately, we have a lot of centers, and they're very accessible through train and stuff. So I went there and booked the exam. So the exam center, one thing you want to keep in mind, they won't let you take anything with you. They won't let you take water, bag, cell phone, anything is not allowed with you. So one recommendation I give when you're doing the, let's say, the mocks or the questionnaires, keep your cell phone away, put it away. So this way you're totally focused on what you're doing.
Yeah, this is a very important thing. I was actually kind of yelling at one of my students who had the exam on 21st. He was doing exam while in the car. Someone was traveling and he was doing the questions. When you have exam in 4 days, you should be very focused, and that is one of the critical thing that you need to be focused, especially while giving the exam. Yeah, that's a very important thing. On which topic exam was focused, Saki? We just explained it: stakeholder communication, team, agile. Still the same topic remains. Gee, guys, if anyone has any other question, they could ask. Ikram, now you know the my mantra: each one teach one. You know that. Now you know that how every single student from the my certified PMPs are helping every single person. So now this responsibility lies on you. Batch 3 is doing very good, but like still there are multiple students in batch 4, batch 5, and now batch 6 will be there. You will be seeing some questions which for from your point of view, like why these guys are even asking that questions. Like, should we do the root cause analysis? Shouldn't we do the root cause analysis? Starting from there, it's my thing that I'm always looking towards that. But you, when you have gone through that way, you know that, oh, this makes sense. They should do it their way. Or this question is so easy. So I would request you, take it down and see how you can help those students who are having all those questions, and see how that can be helpful. Because each one teach one is the name of the game. And if every single student work into that, I'm sure we can always make a better project management community. Although currently my project management community is bigger than any other project community, but I hope we can make it better. And with your help, we can surely improve it in best possible way. Gee, guys, if anyone has any question, please. They want. Okay, or Ikram, would you like to add something as your final words, maybe?
No, I was thinking about, my experience and how it went for me. Like I said before, the most important thing to me is gain the knowledge and then attend the coaching calls as you could, and think about not so much focus on the content, but more on like, justification. And you've said that too, Amer, over and over again, that when you're solving a problem, and I think especially now the new batch is joining and they're going to be starting solving the questions. So get into your memory that when I'm solving a question, it's not about just the information. It's about why am I selecting what I'm selecting? Because a lot of questions in the exam were like, okay, I'm reading the question, I know the answer, but the answer is not there. And the other answers are there. And I'm thinking, why do I cross this one off? Why do I cross this one off? And why do I keep that one? It's really about it. So the name of the game is solving the question and following the techniques that were, taught to you in the coaching calls and other places.
Thank you very much. And it's always has been an honor. Whenever I talk to you, love talking with you. And finally, recording your success journey, it was always an honor. Guys, if anyone has any question, so you can ask. I guess no one has any question. So you can do share your picture, I'll make a thumbnail, and go and enjoy your weekend. You earned it. Bye.
Thank you.